Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Subject Computer Science or 12th Standard A section. A section. In this session, we are going to cover Chapter 2 Structured Query Language Part 3. Last class, we covered the following core topics. We discussed 4 commands of SQL, that is insert, select, subqueries and joining tables. In this session, we are going to cover the following commands of SQL, that is update, delete, alter, truncate, drop and create user commands. Let's start our class. In syntax, you can see update, table name, set column name is equal to value. Here you want to specify the column name of the table and value, that is new value for this column. Again, if you want to add more columns, you can simply add the column name is equal to new values for that particular column. There must be a condition that column name should be referred to this table and where condition. Here in the example, you can see update stu student 1 table, set age is equal to 20, where place is equal to Bangalore. It means the students who comes from Bangalore, all their days is converted into 20. When you pass this command, the students whose place is equal to Bangalore, all their ages is converted into 20. Now I am going to open the MySQL prompt where we are going to execute this command. So go to the WAMP icon, select MariaDB or MySQL, select root user. There is no password, simply press enter. Now use database called STUD, which we already created in our previous class. Select the table, select by using the DQL command called select, which we already discussed. Select the table student 1. You can see many students data are here inserted already. Here the we want to change the data whose age who comes from Bangalore, their age. Here you can see this student is from Bangalore, his age is 17, and here you can see his age is also 17. Now when we pass this command, all the ages of these students who comes from Bangalore is converted into uh, 20. Now I'm going to execute the first command update. So as per the syntax, type the table name. So here table name is student1, that is stu1. Set is keyword is used to set new values to the column. So here we should use the existing column. You can see 6 columns are here. So I use age is equal to 20. So again the second part of the where command is where clause, where I'm going to insert the condition where place is equal to Bangalore. Now the command is end. When I execute the command, you can see query OK, 2 rows affected. It means in this table there are only 2 rows which comes under this condition, that is place is equal to Bangalore, where the age new age is updated, that is 17 is converted into 20. So when you view the table by using the select command, you can see that the value is changed into 20. So here you can see the value is changed into 20, but at the beginning the value is 17. See, now I am going to execute the second command, update stu set name is equal to Nihal, comma admin number is equal to 1003, where place is equal to Chennai. So I'm going to change the student name is equal to Nihal, admin number is equal to 1033, where place is equal to Chennai. So here you can see the condition update command, update student table name student1, use the set keyword, set the new column name for new data, set name is equal to Nihal, and comma admin number is equal to 1003, where exam number is equal to, now I'm going to slightly change the condition, where exam number is equal to null. So in exam number column, you can see there is two rows contains null value in the exam number. So when I'm going to execute this command, for these two rows, name is changed into Nihal and admin number, that is admin number, is changed into 1003. So I'm going to change the command values 1203. 1203. So you can see query OK, zero rows affected. So null, when you view the, so null value is not affected. So change the condition, update student 1, set name is equal to Nihar, admin number is equal to 1203, where condition name is equal to Kareem. So name is equal to, so exam number is equal to 610. 610. So here I am going to change the value of this student whose exam number is 610 into admin number as 1203 and name as Nihal. Unknown column exam. So you should use the correct name for the column exam number, exam NO. So you can see query OK, one row is affected. When you view this command, you can see the name Kareem Akbar is changed into Nihal and the admission number is changed into 1203. So this is the simple example for changing the update command. So using the update command, now we are going to discuss the delete command, which also comes under DML, that is data manipulation command. This command is used to remove one or more records from the table permanently. So here you can see the syntax: delete from table name, where you want to specify the condition using where clause. In the example, you can see delete from student number. Student is where admin number is equal to 1001. So now I'm going to execute this command: delete stu1, sorry, delete from stu1 table name, where admin number admin number is equal to, you want to specify any admin number. Now I'm going to give the admin number a 1011. 1011. I'm going to delete this last row 1011. So where class unknown column admin number ADMNO. So ADMNO. ADM, change that name. So here you can see query OK, one row affected. Now view the table, you can see the last row, that is 1011, admin number 1011 will be is deleted. So next command is delete from student 1. If you execute this command, all the rows of this table will delete permanently, because there is no where clause. It means there is no condition is passed with the delete command. That's why all the records will delete from the table. So if you want to try, you can try it in a dummy table. Now I'm not going to use this because I want to use these data. So that's why I leave this command. Now I'm going to next command called DDL. So DDL, data definition language, which we already learned, the command called create, which is used to create database as well as table. Now there was another DDL command called alter command. This command is used to change the structure of the table. In previous command we see update and delete, which one is used to change the records inside the table, but alter command is used to change the structure of the table, right? Adding a column, like changing the data type of any column or size of the column, removing column. So these are the alteration which we can execute by using the alter command. Here you can see the syntax: alter table name, you want to give the table name. So add keyword is used to add new column to existing table. Here add keyword is used to add new column. Now alter command is used to add a new column. So alter table, table name, add column name, and data type, size, and then put semicolon. In the example you can see alter table st1 add pin code int. It means in st1 table we are going to add a new column called pin code. So here in the SEO table you can see there are 6 columns: admin number, exam number, name, gender, age, place. But if we want to add a new column, we can also add by using the alter command. Now I'm going to execute the alter command to add a new column to existing table, namely stu1, where I'm going to use add keyword for add keyword in alter command. So new column name is pin code and its data type is int. So here you can see query OK, none rows affected. It means a new column is inserted for the 9 rows. So open the table. Here you can see a new pin code is inserted. So in the same way, if you want to add more columns or more columns, here you can see in this command we added 2 columns, namely pin code as well as f name, that is first name. So we can also add more than 2 columns for a single table. Now I'm going to execute this command. So I'm going to execute the command add alter command to add more columns at a time. So I already added 1 column pin code. I'm going to add more columns. Here I'm going to execute the new column, namely f name. F name means first name or surname. We called it as a surname. So data type varchar. You can use this data type also alternative for char data type, and as well as I'm going to add another column called father name. Father name. So here the data type is varchar. Size should mention the size for the column within the parentheses, and then end the command by using the close parenthesis. Sorry, this command is wrong because here I didn't start the open parenthesis, so this command is wrong. Retype the command alter table add surname add. Before after the add command you should use parenthesis symbol to add more than 1 column, and then type the column name and size name. Now I added the column name, surname, data type is varchar, and father name as data type is varchar. Now I am in the command. Here you can see query OK, 9 rows affected. So now open the table. We can see many records, that is more than 2 columns are inserted in a single command. Here you can see surname and father name. If you want to see it, simply enlarge the size of the table, sorry, window. Here you can see father name, surname. In open prompt you can see this columns clearly. So next column command is modifying the column. Modifying the column means existing column can be changed, renamed, or column name says can be reduced or increased. So here I'm going to execute the modify command. Now go to the show columns command, where you can see the structure, real structure of the table. So if it is not working, you can use stu1 command also. So you can see the different fields and their columns are inserted. Now if you want to modify the existing column structure, then you can use alter command with the keyword called modify to change the name, or sorry, to modify the size of the column. So I'm going to change the size of the column, namely father name, where the size of the column is 20. Now I'm going to reduce the size of the column as 10. Alter table student 1 modify. So there is only one column, that's why we simply type varchar is equal to 20. Okay, so here you can see query is okay, 9 rows are affected. So open the table structure, you can see column name size is reduced to 10. When I create this column, you can see the column name is 20. After executing this command alter table st1 modify father name varchar, it is reduced up to 20. Now I am going to use the same command alter table modify to reduce the column size of a name. So here I'm going to change the size also, and as well as the data type. uh, First I will change the size of the column. So for the name column, you can see data type is char and size is 20. I'm going to reduce the size of the column size to 10 from 20. Here you can see query okay, 9 rows are affected. So here you can see the column size is reduced to 10. So when you open the table, here you can see there is no changes. So next command is ddl command, alter command, renaming column. So I tried this many times. It is not working. So I am going to execute I'm going to try one more time. So alter student 1, simply change the word change column name, place the new name for this column city, and its new data type char, and execute the command. Of course the query is okay, 9 rows are executed affected. Now you can see the place is changed into city. The name of the column place is changed into city. So it is working now. So if you want, you can execute this command to change the existing column name. So it is called renaming columns. Already we discussed modifying columns. Here we are not going to change the name of the column. We simply change the column data type, column size. Now in this column, in this command, a renaming column, we are using a keyword called change to change the size of the, sorry, name of the column from from existing name to new name with new data type as well as new size. Now we are going to see the next alter command called alter command with the drop columns. It is used to remove the columns from the table which is not required for the user. So a simple syntax: alter table, table name, use the keyword drop column, specify the column name. So now I'm going to execute this command alter table column name. So here use drop column and then type the column name. So I'm going to type the column name which I don't want. For example, surname, and it data type var char of 20. Syntax error. So try to check the column. Alter table, table name student, uh, student name is T1, drop column, surname varchar 20. I think this command is not working here. Try this one. It is already worked, but now it is not working. It shows some error. It may be software error. Uh, Try in your system. I hope it will work very well. Okay. Next command is ddl command. It is also the truncat is also a ddl command, definition command. This command is used to delete all the rows from the table. The structure remains the same, is free from the table. So truncate table will remove all the rows from the table. So it simply remove all the rows from the table. Now I am going to execute this command for the second table. Select asterisk from student 2, where I inserted some records for a demonstration. Now I'm going to execute the truncate command here. Truncate command is just like table command, but the different is delete command. The different is in delete command we can delete specific rows and as well as all rows, but the space for the particular rows will remain. But when you use truncate table command, it will delete all the rows and also uh, free the space. That is, the structure remains and the space is free from the table. The space, memory space allocated for the particular rows is also free from the table, which memory can be used for other tables. Now I'm going to execute truncate table student stu2. Now here you can see query OK. So you can see that all records are deleted. These records, all records are deleted permanently. So query OK, 0 rows affected, empty set. So when you try to open the second table stu after truncating command, let's execute. You can see empty set is available. It means there is no record, but table remains. So you using describe command, you can see the table structure. Here table is remained, but records is not available. All the records are deleted permanently. Now the next command is drop table. This command is used to delete all the rows and as well as the structure of the table. If you want to delete table permanently and remove its all structure as you including the records and the structure, then you can use drop table. It is the third command in the DDL. So now I'm going to use drop command, which will delete record as well as the table structure. So in the table you can see the last table, select asterisk from stu3. So there is no record. In marks table I hope there was record. Select asterisk from marks. Yes, asterisk from marks table. Yes, there is records. So now I am going to delete this table with all its record by using drop table. Simply use drop table name. You should be very careful when you use this drop or truncate command, because once you execute this command, there is no way to restore the table data. So now I am going to execute drop table marks. It will delete all the records and as well as the structure of the table. So all the records are deleted. Now I'm going to try to view the records of the table marks. Now you can see the error, table student.marks does not exist. It means all the records as well as the structure of the table also deleted. But when you use the truncate command, you can see when we use this truncate command and after try to open the student 2, we can see the empty set. It means the table is exist but the records are deleted. So this is the difference between truncate and drop table. Truncate will delete all the rows and free the table from the space. Drop table will delete the all rows as well as the structure of the table. Delete command will delete the rows, all rows as well as specific rows, but delete command is not able to free the space of the table. Only truncate can able to free the space of the table. In fact, drop table is also free the space of the table. But the difference is when you use truncate command, it will delete records only and free the space of the table. When you use drop table, it will delete the records as well as table and free the space permanently. There is no way to restore records or table when you use drop, truncate or delete commands. So these commands will delete the records permanently. So be careful without using this command. Now the last command of this chapter in DDL command, that is creating user and dropping user. Of course, there is a way for creating our own user where we can use our username and password. The simplest way for creating username is create user command with the syntax. Here you want to specify the username at localhost. Localhost means you want to specify the server system's IP address if you are in networking. If you are using MySQL in networking, then you should use the server ID IP address here. If you are using MySQL in your own system, in a standalone system, then you can use the localhost command. So and then identify by, should use the keyword identify by. Here you want to specify the password. In the example you can see create user demo at localhost defined by 123. It means the username is demo. Now I'm going to creating the user in localhost, that is the MySQL is in a standalone system, not in a network. The password for this demo system is 123. So this command should be executed in the root user. So root user is the admin of all user where we can create uh, users, but after creating our own user we cannot create new user from our your user account. The new user account can be created only from the root user. Now I'm going to execute the command draw create user. Before that, this the status command is used to understand the status command. This command is used to see the current user details. For example, here when you execute the command status, you can see the different details of a current user is displayed here. So the important thing is the current username is root. So here you can see root at localhost. So you are using a root user. So there is no worry to create a new user from this root user. So I'm going to execute this command create user. So before creating a user, executing this command, first ensure that you should be in the root user. So user create user create username demo. So username should within single quotation at localhost. If you are using a local MSQL, then you should use the localhost command. Otherwise, you should use IP address of the server system. So identified by the keyboard in syntax, and then type the password and simply type 123. So create user. So here you can see the spelling mistake, user, user, user space within the single quotation type the new username which you want to create. So you use the @ symbol, and then within the single quotation type the localhost if you are using a MySQL in standalone computer, and identified by, and then give the password within the single quotation. Now execute this command create operation create user file for demo at localhost. So maybe use MySQL user. Now execute this command. So here this command is not allowed to execute. Try this command in your system. I hope it will work. uh, because of some error in my system it is not working, but at first time it is work very well. So try this command in your system. So use this command in root user. After use this command status, it will display the status like this. Here you can see the username root user at localhost. After creating user, if you want to move from the one user to another user, simply go to the WAMP where you type the you want to rename the root username into new username and type the password. So here there was another commands grant. It is this command is used when we create a new user After creating new user, we want to pass this grant command. It is used to give privileges to any user, that is authority to any user to access databases in a root user or any other user. For example, here in syntax you can see create grant privileges on table name to user at localhost. So here you assume you have created a new user called demo. You want to give a privileges to demo user for the table marks, then type grant, select and insert. These are the privileges is going to given to going to give to demo user on student dot marks. Stud means the uh, database name where we are going to use the mass table. So mass table from student database is giving the privileges to the user demo. So after executing this command flush privileges, when you execute this command, go to the demo user where you can access this mark table from student database which is created in root user, but you can access from your user also, demo user, but you can execute only these two commands only for this table, that is select and insert. You cannot delete the marks, you cannot modify the commands, you cannot alter other commands. So privileges refers to commands which are going to allow the new user on a particular table. After granting use fresh privileges command, it is just like refreshing the database. So the another command, which one is revoke. Revoke command is used to withdraw permissions from the user. So grant is a command is used to give permission privileges to use a new user. Revoke is the command which is used to withdraw permissions given to the user. For example, here in this command, select and insert privileges are given to the user demo. If you want to remove any one of these privileges from demo user for the table, then you can execute this command revoke insert on student mass from demo at localhost. So I try once again, create username at demo at localhost, identified by identified by 123, operation create user file for demo. So if you want to change the name, for example I change the name as d1, username as 1. So I try once again. Here you can see query OK, new user is created with the name d1 because demo user is already created. So now I am going to open the new user and then give the permission. So before going to new user, so first exit, give the exit command. You will out of the MS SQL. After go to the server, WAM server, open the MySQL command. Here I am going to open the new user which was created now, namely D1. So change the root username as D1. Click OK. Now you want to enter the password. So I am going to enter the password 123. Okay. So here you can see you are inserted in a new user. So if you want to check, type this status command. It will display the detail. Here you can see current username is d1 at localhost. So we created a new user namely d1 and with the password 123. Now I am going to give access the permission from the other databases table for my user. So if you use show columns or show databases table, you can see only a uh, minimum database. It is a default database available here. The student database is not here, it was created in root user. So if you want to use the student database from the root user, then exit from this user, open the root user. So go to the WAM, select WAM server icon, select MySQL or MariaDB, select root user. There is no password, so simply enter. After use student data type, then execute the command called grant, which is discussed now. that is grant command is used to give permission to the user. So I'm going to execute this command, that is grant. I'm going to give two privileges, that is two commands to access on this table. The one is select, another one is insert on for table student dot stu1. So I'm going to give permission to username to, so username is d1 at localhost. So here you can see, yeah, I'm going to give the permission to the localhost. So you can see grant command is executed successfully. Select and insert privileges. That means two commands, select and insert command, can be used in D1 user on the table student1 from the student database. So now use the command status. You can see you are in a root user. So now exit from the root user. Sorry, after executing the grant command, we want to use flush privileges, which is just like refreshing system. So execute this command privileges. It will very helpful for accessing database from other users. So privileges flush, flush, privileges single L. So query OK, 0 rows affected. Exit from this user, go to the WAMP server, login into your new user. So new username is D1. Our new username is D1. Here we should type the password. So if you forgot the password, you cannot log in into the user. So for example, the password is 123. Now I am going to give something else. So what will happen? It simply get out from the server. So you should remember your password when you create the username. So go to the server, again try the same user D1, enter the correct password. If you enter a wrong password, then this window will close. So go to give the correct password 123. Now execute the status command. You can see that you are in a D1 user. Now we get the permission from the root user for the table student1 from stud. So now I'm going to access the student table from here, from d1 user. Select. So here you can see show databases will display number of databases available in your table. You can see the stud is available here because we get the permission from the root user. So go to the stud user. You can see only the table which got the permission is available here. Other tables are hidden from the d1 user. So you can got the permission for only one table, stu1. So there is only one table is displayed here, but actually stud database contains three tables, namely stu1, stu2. stu3 was deleted now because when executing the trap table command. So there is two table in stud database. So student database contains only two tables, student1 and student2. Student3 data table is deleted using drop command. Now I am going to access this table by using the select command. It was permitted me to use select command on this table. So you can see I view the same databases for database tables from the table. Now I am going to use the second command which I got the permission, that is privileges from the student database. Now I am going to insert new record for this table student1. So you should recall the insert command, insert into table name st1. So mention the column names if you want to add on particular columns, that is admin number, exam number, name. So I'm going to insert three columns. For that I'm going to insert values. So admin number is 65 sorry 8001. exam number is 4589 and the name is uh, Fahim. Now you can see one row is inserted in the table student 2. Now here you can see we are in the user D1. Now I am going to exit from this user. Exit from this user to log into root user, where I am going to check the status of the inserted command. Go to the server, select MariaDB, select the root user. There is no password, so open the table, select asterisk from STU1, where you can see, sorry, we should use the database first. So execute the use command, use student, and then execute the select command. Now you can see 80014589 Fahim is a record inserted from the new user D1. It was inserted from the new user D1 but display in root user. So this is the permission. This is the power of grant command, which give the permission. Now we are going to execute the revoke. By using the revoke command, we can withdraw any permission from the user. Now I am going to execute this revoke command. Revoke. Now I am going to revoke the insert privilege, that is insert command privileges on student database table name student1 from the user D1, from the user D1 at localhost. At localhost. Now 0 rows are affected. So exit from this user, go to the VM server, again open your new user. Our new username is D1. Type the username D1, password is 123. Type the password correctly and use the select command for opening the student1 table from your new user D1. So here you can execute the status command to check to check the username, that is we are in a D1 user. So use database stud, which is get permission from the. Now execute this command. So you can see we can execute the select command here, but now I am going to execute the insert command. I'm going to execute the insert command for the table. Admin number, comma, exam number, comma, name. So values, admin number 8574 9658, exam number, name is Halim. Insert command is denied. See here, insert command is denied to user D1. So insert command denied to user D1 and localhost for the student 1. So you are in a D1 user. Select command is working, but insert command is not working. But before when we start the when you log in before, you got permission to insert as well as to use select command. But after using the revoke command, we withdraw the privileges of insert on the student mask from the D1 user. So now D1 user is unable to insert data to the student database of root user and from its user, but he can use a select command from d1 user. So this is the power of revoke command. So grant command is used to give privileges, revoke command is to withdraw privileges. So privileges mean any permission given to user. So next command is drop user. So if you can create any user, then there is also an option to drop a user. So now I'm going to drop a user from the uh, from the MySQL software. So here the drop user is also executed only from root user. So the syntax for the drop user is drop user username at localhost. So simply type drop user within the single quotation, type the username and type the localhost or IP ID if you are using in network. So see the status. You are in a username d1. So get out from this user, open the root user where we are going to drop a new user. So go to the root user, check the user status. Now we are in a root user. Here only we can execute the drop user command. Now I am going to drop the user which we created now, that is drop user d1 at localhost. So here you can see query OK, 0 rows affected. So exit from this user. Try to log in into the D1 user. So Maria DB1. Type the username D1. Type the password 123. So you cannot log in into the D1 user because it was dropped. So I hope you understand the MSL commands. So it is very big lesson. Many extra commands which was not in your books are here used here and explained here. Try to execute all the commands one by one. Try to learn the MySQL. It is one of the favorite subject for me, favorite language for me. So this one is very helpful for a user, for the students who are going to work in many big corporate companies. Uh, Try to work hard, do your best. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This is the end of the lesson, chapter 3.